I am not a masochist, he hisses at me, while spit flies freely, strings attached to the words he's just yelled at me and dragging heavy down across his chin. Whoever said that the pen was greater than the fist was full of shit. I've seen more brawl than scrawl that's made sense to me. See what I mean? He points to his eyes, ringed heavier than Saturn, but just as wild and colorful in their display. The kid is young and thin, with a hunch as physical as it is psychological, that something is happening to him. He paces his room, 4 walls no bigger than bathroom stalls, and just as public in this housing. If words are so great, why is it words that perpetuate this bullshit junky hate on the strip? And he sucks his bleeding lip and says, see, when a fist holds a pen, it's more open, man. There's still room for shit to get in. But a fist, a pure fist, he gestures, closes all 5 fingers and swings them at my face. It's just a fake, but fists, he says, are our base. It's where we've come from. It's how we've survived. Getting a good beating makes your skin thick, I know. My dad taught me how to tan hide. I don't think I know any other way. The kid was mean, had been smashing down in speed before he hit 13, and this was the first time he was seriously talking to me about maybe getting clean. He leaned against the door. I don't want to do this anymore, this endless pit of being so self-absorbed, of chasing highs that aren't even worthwhile. I came here to find community because I had no better place to be. And look at what's happened to me. He throws his scabbed arms up in the air. I say, the streets are for your feet, not your heart, not your mind. It's a vortex in this mess in the downtown east side, and people's addictions can make them blind to attempted camaraderie. But it's hard to see others when you can't even meet your own eyes. It's not all lies. I've seen kinship and affection here. It's just clouded by the fear of sobriety, by the fear of maybe feeling things clearly. He yells, but what will I do when I'm detoxing, when I'm clean? How do I start new? You could write, I say. Write about the way you feel now. He says I'm scared that I don't know how, that the only pen I've really come into contact with is the kind that's held me, that the only sentences that carry any weight are the ones that were served out by me, that my fists don't want to kiss paper, but they'd rather kiss skin. I'll get clean, I'll get pissed off, and I'll be right back here again in no time. He starts to cry, points to the bruises on his eyes and says, I'm marked. I'm a bandit. You just don't understand it because you're you. You may have been down here, you may have done dope, but you have a different way to cope, and that's why you're there and I'm still here. Because I live in fear of being you. I'd much rather see what fists can do. Do you want to see? Get out your notebook, take a lesson from me. This is the only way I'm gonna go get clean. He pushes past me to the hall. Walks down the wall towards a cop who's knocking at another door. He grins at me. Before I have time to say anything, he hits the cop in the face just once before backing up and raising his fists high. Fists, he says, as he goes down, black boots and clubs cracking down against his skin. Not much for me to do, but believe him in his truth. I start penning case notes for his file. I guess he's right. He'll be clean now for a while. At least his fists don't lie.